The words slipped from her lips with an unnerving ease. No hesitation, no remorse. I'm pregnant, but it's not yours. The ground beneath me tilted, yet I remained still, holding my ground. My eyes never left hers, studying the subtle curve of her lips, testing my reaction, as though this was some kind of game to her. The candlelight flickered, casting strange shadows across her face, distorting her features until she looked like a stranger to me. Say that again, I said, my voice eerily calm, too calm. The tension in the room was palpable. She sighed, exasperated, as though I was the one making this difficult. It's not yours, Daniel, she repeated, her tone flat. I'm in love with someone else. There it was, the knife she had driven deep into me. I felt it, but I didn't flinch. Not yet. There was no guilt in her eyes, no tears. She believed she had already won. She had played her part, and now she expected me to accept it, to just nod and walk away. I leaned back slowly, taking a deep breath, feeling the weight of everything crushing down on me. And what exactly did you think would happen now? I asked, my voice low, controlled. Her confidence faltered, just for a moment, but she quickly steeled herself. I'm leaving, she declared, her gaze unwavering. I wanted to tell you now so we could be civil about it. Civil? She thought I would just nod, sign some papers and let her walk away unscathed. I glanced at the wine bottle between us, the one I had carefully chosen for our anniversary dinner, the evening I had planned so meticulously. The illusion of love still clung to the air between us, but it was all crumbling now. I set my fork down slowly, deliberately. She had no idea what was coming next. 5 years of marriage, of devotion, of worshipping the ground she walked on. I had loved her blindly, unable to see the cracks that were growing wider and wider. The late-night meetings, the sudden secrecy with her phone, the way she had detached herself from me slowly, methodically, all while I clung to the belief that everything would be fine. I had loved her truly, but love, I had learned, was a dangerous thing when placed in the hands of someone like her. Claire had played me for a fool, but she wasn't the only one hiding something. The affair wasn't a surprise, not really. I had known for months, watching the signs unfold. The late-night calls, the hushed giggles, the unfamiliar scent of cologne lingering on her skin. I had seen the messages, the hotel bookings, even the ultrasound appointment under his last name. Not mine. I had let her think I was clueless. I had let her believe she was in control of this twisted game. But when she spoke those words, it was clear. Her game was over. I had already begun playing my own. Step 1 was patience. I had quietly gathered everything. Screenshots, recordings, bank transactions, proof of every single lie she had ever told. Step 2 was leverage. She thought she was leaving me for a new life, but she had no idea what she was stepping into. Her lover, his name was a secret she had kept from me, was a married man, a powerful CEO who had no intentions of leaving his wife. I had made sure his wife found out before Claire could even pack her bags. Step 3 was the kill shot. Claire hadn't just cheated on me. She had been planning to rob me blind. She had siphoned money out of our joint accounts, intending to leave me destitute while she ran off with her fantasy. But I had been one step ahead. She took a long sip of her wine, savoring the moment, clearly thinking she had the upper hand. I'll be moving out this week, she continued with a sense of finality, her eyes gleaming with satisfaction. I want this to be as smooth as possible. I let out a soft, almost mocking chuckle, not because anything was funny, but because I had been waiting for this moment. I leaned forward, locking eyes with her, my voice cutting through the silence. That's not going to happen. Her brow furrowed, confusion flickering across her face. What do you mean? I pulled a thick folder from beneath the table and slid it toward her. Go ahead, I said, my tone cold. Open it. She hesitated, her fingers trembling as she flipped the folder open. I watched as the color drained from her face, page after page of damning evidence laid out before her. Financial records of her theft, photos of her with him, legal documents outlining everything I had prepared in advance. A neatly written confession, one that I had crafted just for her. I know everything, Claire, I said, my voice low and steady. Every lie, every dollar you tried to steal. And right now, your perfect little escape plan is falling apart. Her eyes widened, panic creeping into her features. You don't understand, she stammered, her voice rising with desperation. Oh, I understand perfectly, I interrupted. Your lover's wife knows everything. She's divorcing him, freezing his assets. He's ruined, which means you have nothing. Her breath hitched as she grabbed her phone, her hands shaking uncontrollably. I watched her scroll frantically, only to see every account she had emptied now wiped clean. I smiled, a slow, deliberate smile. Looking for your money? I asked, tilting my head. It's gone. Legally reclaimed. You stole from me, Claire. But I took it back. She stood up suddenly, knocking her chair over in her haste, eyes wide with fury. You can't do this to me, she shouted. I rose too, towering over her, my presence filling the room with the weight of inevitability. You did this to yourself. Her lips trembled, her eyes welling with tears, not from sorrow, but from fear. Desperation leaked into her voice. I'm pregnant. She pushed her final card, but it fell flat. Yes, with another man's child, I said, my gaze unwavering. Her body sagged, defeated. Daniel, please. It was almost pitiful. Almost. But I felt nothing for her anymore. You have two choices, I said, my voice ice cold. One, you sign a confession, return every last cent, and disappear quietly. She swallowed hard, her breath shallow. Or, I leaned in, my voice barely above a whisper. I press charges. Fraud. Theft. Adultery. I gestured toward the papers spread out on the table. You won't just lose everything, Claire. You'll go to prison. The room fell into an oppressive silence. Her eyes welled with tears, not from heartbreak, but from fear. She grabbed the pen, hands trembling, and signed the documents without another word. As she finished, I exhaled slowly, stepping back, savoring the moment. Then, without another glance, I turned and walked toward the door. Before I left, I glanced over my shoulder one last time, my voice soft but carrying the weight of finality. By the way, Claire, I murmured, you were never the only one keeping secrets. And with that I left her there, her world in ruins.